Good morning. Apologize for any background noise. I'm sitting at a pretty busy coffee shop in the uh, Orange County area, having some breakfast and just looking at the markets. I was one and done on Scalper doing flip to flips. I'll show you what the setup was. 1 minute chart template. You guys should be one and done. So let's kind of take a quick look at that. We had the signal, and I'll draw it up right here. There was the flip on the one template. There's a couple of add opportunities where you had one or two in this area, and then we had the drop, and that should have easily gotten you to any sort of daily profit objective. I was expecting a little bit more volatility than this so far, but we'll see what happens. So in the end, pretty simple grinding down move. We did come test that overnight support, pierce through it a bit, just in case this, presses lower. I got a few on since I'm way over daily goal. But once I'm over daily goal, I make sure I lock that in and never give it back, especially on Friday. So I'll give it a little bit more time. If I don't see what I want for continuation, I'll just call it good. Now let's go take a quick look. Oh, one other thing too. The Scalper Strat is now available. It was out since late Wednesday. Version 1. I asked the group, hey, give me your best ideas for what to incorporate right away in an update version 2. I've gotten 11 separate really good ideas, some of them very detailed. And so I've been going back and forth with the programmer to incorporate some of that stuff ASAP. To include really big buttons. We have buttons on the original Scalper automated strategy. They're too small, and I don't like the way they look. I want them bigger. I definitely want an on-off button. I definitely want a long only or short only mode button. I definitely want a big flat button so I could just hit the flatten button. I think I've talked about that in a few videos last day or two. Okay, Scalper Strat. We had the short somewhere in this area price right after the 9:30 New York City time or 8:30 Chicago Globex time, US Central Time open, where the cash markets open, and down we went. So any flip to flip mechanism should have put you in short, and you should have been able to easily hit a daily goal and be one and done on a Friday. Friday, especially more so than other days, kind of a special operations approach. Kick the door down, neutralize the target, go out, hop in the Humvee or the helicopter and have your beer and call it a day, or your latte or whatever, your cold pressed organic orange juice. So anyhow, I just want to touch base that I'm getting massive amounts of emails on questions and access information. We do have a special offer to get on board with the iGrid program. So if you send me your email, I'll send you over information. I'll show you the inside of our Discord room, how extensive that has become. All the downloads you get, like the price director, all the various Renkos, a couple of automated strategies now, a couple of Renkos, as I mentioned. So you get a momentum tool and some other things and more's on deck. The program will continue to expand at an accelerated pace through the end of September into the month of October. My objectives were to have every single major product add-on or anything I've ever thought about adding all done into the early part of October with any feature adds and updates from ideas from the group so that November and December I'll be in coast mode from a developmental standpoint. Now I've shown the tilt trader. I'm going to go deep into the rabbit hole on that. I have it operating and it's working fantastic. But I have it running on Quant Tower as primary, just because Quant Tower I think will do a better job of handling shooting out orders into price that's moving. Kind of almost what I would call almost like high frequency trading. So I'm looking at, where does it work best? Tick charts, Renko charts, range bar charts. 15-second chart, 37-second chart. There's a whole bunch of data I have to pull as I shift away from getting the Scalper additions done and updates, updating our prior strategy and getting that released and getting everything out on like Trader, TradingView, the updated items I'll be adding there or new items. And then I can use the later half of October to go into my Tilt Trader wrap up mode and test out about 3 versions of it, and then basically enjoy the holidays in November and December without any major new projects going on. If somebody comes along the way and comes up with a fantastic idea to add to our original automated system or something with Scalper, I'll do that. I'm just not going to be building anything from scratch. And I had a hard enough time getting time with programmers to get stuff done as it is. I know that only gets worse at the holidays. And I built enough stuff, added enough stuff to the program, and we have a bunch of stuff rolling out that November and December will be a good time to just coast with what we have, take a break, and continual process improvement on what we do have, and so on. But anyhow, one and done on the 1-minute simple chart template. One of our guys as part of the group on the admin side has a brilliant YM template that he shared. We got guys on gold, oil. I got some guys that trade Bitcoin futures, do exceptionally well. And it's just a fantastic system, fully automated. The other thing, we have a trade copier that we utilize now for trading on the NT8 platform. So let me kind of draw that real quick. So what we do, we trade our automated strategies on NT8. So let me draw a wondrous picture of NT8. Let's draw order exception pop-up. That's a joke. And let's draw 2. That's not a joke. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'll take that back. No order exception pop-ups from NinjaTrader on this chart. Will be nice. And what we do is we use this trade copier that's fairly new. It's been working fantastic. And it talks to NinjaTrader, and it talks through Rhythmic data feed out to your FTT accounts. 1 of them, 5 of them, 10 of them, 20 of them. So basically, wherever you have a Rhythmic feed, you can, for the most part, talk out trade activity to those accounts. So who cares if FTT doesn't have NinjaTrader yet or Tradeovate? It's got Rhythmic, and you can talk out trade activity. That is a wondrous development. Very easy to set up and connect, and wow, has that been fantastic. Now let's Tower. All the tools that now that they're done in NT8, I have been building them, the Scalper and stuff, at least initially, for Quant Tower, which FTT gives out. And more people are asking me about it because they just like it so much better than NT8. That's fine. I think Quant Tower, as far as order handling, especially on high-paced, not quite high frequency, but more rapid fire type quick scalping, I think Quant Tower is at least 1 to 2 tiers in software architecture and capability of handling the data feed over NT8. So I think it has a bright future. Quant Tower tools, the last thing I'm doing is building the activation deactivation process so I can turn tools on and off. What I tried and tested that was out there was junk. So it's like, okay, let's just build it from scratch. And because we have our own mechanism for NT8, that's not something, typically commercially available. It's custom. And then I can turn on and activate and deactivate people on the Quant Tower tools through our activation deactivation process. So that'll be a launch coming up very, very soon. I'll do that right after I make sure I have version 2 of the Scalper out to our existing group. Gonna Got a whole bunch of stuff I'm already adding in, stuff that I knew I was going to add in, and I knew I'd get a range of initial suggestions. I wanted to review those, see what makes the most sense, go back and forth with the group a little bit in Discord, then boom, 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 implement all those right away into version 2. Then we have a really sweet ride as far as the iGrid Scalper goes with kind of 90% of what everybody wants. And then we'll work on the remaining 10% over the next 2 weeks after that. So there you have it. One and done on one of 3 settings I'm using. This is actually one of the higher time frames that I'm running on Scalper Strat. It's a grid Renko. I'm running on a 60. I'm sorry, this one's a 55. I run one on a 60, I run one on 55, and I run one that's my own special sauce setting, a little bit lower to really grab some quick hits right out of after I let about 15 minutes go by after the 8:30 Chicago time open, and then from 8:45 on, I let it rip, and usually always it catches at least one hit, and if you play with a little bit heavier size, can get done really quick. Grab a quick 550 to 700 on like a 150K account, and I'm working on more of those type of operations to add to the mix. But the 1 minute template worked great today, very simple, and it feels good to be done quick on a Friday. So there you have it. If you have any questions at any time, there you go, info@gridalgo.com. If you want to get on board the NTA program, want to ask about being a beta tester for the initial Quant Tower group, have questions about CTrader, MT4, MT5, TradingView, or anything else, just let us know. And we'll get your questions answered right away. Okay, everybody, have a fantastic day. Have a great weekend ahead. There'll be a lot more videos later today and into the weekend. I'm going to be showing the automated trade from this morning, that action, and yeah, there you have it. iGrid Scalper Strat, the second fully automated strategy as part of the iGrid program for Ninjatrader, now available. Have a great day. Talk to you later.